Hello students, good morning to everyone. This is your English teacher, Mrs. P.S. Zadav, to start with you if today's grammar topic, that is question tag. What is question tag? Question tag is a short question at the end of the statement. For example, you are a student, aren't you? Aren't you is a question tag. You are creating a yes no question at the end of your statement. In general, question tags are used when asking for an agreement or a confirmation. Let us see more about that in detail. When using question tag, a positive statement is followed by a negative question tag. You are a student, aren't you? In this example, you are is a positive. So, the question tag needs to be positive. That is, aren't you is the question tag. Let us see here. After the student, you give a comma and then you write aren't. That is the negative form of are. And then you add a auxiliary, a modal verb of or a form of a verb to be. In this case, it is the form of the verb to be. After this comes the subject pronoun, that is you. What is negative statement followed by? Negative statement is followed by a positive question tag. Mary isn't a teacher. Is she? So Mary isn't is a negative. So the question tag needs to be positive. That is she? Mary isn't a teacher. Let us see how we have turned Mary. Mary is a pronoun. We use a subject pronoun she to avoid the repetition. A subject pronoun is used to replace the noun or a noun pronoun in the sentence. Intonation and meaning. Intonation is a rise or fall in speaking. Question tag can have a rising intonation or a falling intonation. Let us look at the meaning of the both. Rising intonation. John doesn't speak Spanish, does he? If the intonation of the question tag goes up, it means you are not sure and you want to know the answer. John doesn't speak Spanish. It means my voice went up at the end saying does he? Because I'm not sure whether he speaks Spanish or not. Falling intonation. John doesn't speak Spanish, does he? If the intonation of the question tag goes down, it means you are checking or confirming the information that you are not sure of. It can also mean you are making a conversation. John doesn't speak Spanish, does he? My voice went down at the end with does he? Because I'm not sure or I'm perfectly sure. So I want to confirm with it. So I just want somebody to agree with me. Let's look at the use of question tag in different tenses. We will start with negative question tags. Remember, if we have a positive statement, the question tag will be negative. Here are some examples. To be some examples. Here are 4 positive statements. Can you tell us what the negative question tag would be for each one? If the verb to be in this statement is in the present tense, then it also needs to be present tense in the question tag. Also, the verb to be is in the past tense, then it also needs to be in the past tense in the question tag. You are a student, aren't you? He is very busy, isn't he? She was happy, wasn't she? They were surprised, weren't they? So students, I hope you have got this how the tag will be. Be careful, there is an exception when a subject is I followed by am in the positive statement. For an example, I am late. The negative question tag will be irregular. Aren't I? Aren't I? I am late. Aren't I? We do not say am I. No. It probably sounds strange to you that we do in English. So I hope this is clear to you students. Let's use at some question tags making with modal auxiliary verbs. These modal auxiliary verbs, how would you make its question tag? So remember, if we have a positive statement, question tag is negative. What is the question tag for each of one? You have studied all week, haven't you? You had arrived before we left, hadn't you? You will pass the exam, won't you? You can speak two languages, can't you? You would could do it for me, couldn't you? You must be patient, mustn't we? You should go now, shouldn't you? You would like a new job, wouldn't you? So students, with these examples, I hope that you have understood how to frame a negative question tag. Now, let us see what do we do when there are no to be verbs or a modal auxiliary verbs in the given sentence. What we do? For an example, you speak English. This is a positive statement, but there is no question tag verb to be present over here. What would be the question tag? When the verb is in the present tense, we form the question tag with don't or doesn't. For an example, you speak English, don't you? He speaks Spanish, doesn't he? So, if the verb is in the past tense, then we form the question tag with adding didn't. For an example, she studied for the test, didn't she? We use didn't to study is the past tense of study. Let us try some more example. What would be the negative question tag be for these statements? They need a dictionary. The tag will be don't they? John lived in Japan. The tag will be didn't he? Mary wants a new car, doesn't she? Now we are going to look at the positive question tag with the negative statement. If the given statement is negative, the question tag is always positive. We would start with some examples over here to be verbs. Here are 4 negative statements. Can you guess what would be the positive question tag would be for each one? Remember, if the verb to be in the statement is in the simple present tense, then the question tag also needs to be in the present tense. If the verb to be is in the simple past tense, the question tag will be also in the past tense. Let us begin with these examples. You aren't a teacher, are you? He isn't crazy, is he? She wasn't relaxed, was she? They went weren't late, were they? So I hope with this it is clear to you. Let us see further with negative statements with auxiliary verbs and nodal verbs. Here are some examples. Can you guess what would be the positive question tag would be for each one? You haven't been here all the week, have you? You hadn't done it before then, had you? You won't fail the exam, will you? You can't drive a car, can you? You couldn't do it for me, could you? You mustn't say anything, must you? You shouldn't be so busy, should you? You wouldn't stop me, would you? So I hope with these examples it is clear to you that how to frame the positive question tag. Now let us proceed further. When a statement has don't, doesn't or didn't in it, then you just remove the negative part of it, apostrophe T, to make it a positive question tag. For an example here, you don't speak French, do you? She doesn't speak Italian, does she? He didn't study for the test, did he? This is how, with the tense, the question tag would be the positive. There are some statements using negative word barely, hardly, neither, no, nobody, none, nothing and seldom. These are treated as a negative statements only and their tag would be positive. For an example, nobody went to the meeting. The tag would be did they? This statement contains the word nobody, so it is a negative and therefore we need a positive question tag. So the tag is did they? The next sentence, nothing is ready. Nothing is a negative word, so the tag is it? That is what is a positive question tag. Is it? Be careful with the following question tags. I'm early, aren't I? We saw this before. Let's go to the beach, shall we? When a statement begins with let, the question tag is shall we? There aren't any spiders in the bedroom, are there? This is how we use there in the question tag. This is Paul's pen, isn't it? We don't isn't this. We say isn't it. Don't forget, will you? With negative imperatives, we normally use will you as a question tag. So students, this wasn't easy, wasn't it? Give me some more examples of question tag in the comments if you have any doubts with it. And let us follow this repetition of the same what I explained you. I hope you will take down this in your notebook. If you have liked my video, do give a like and share with your friends. Also, subscribe my channel, which will boost me to make more such interesting videos of grammar to you with lot of examples. So, do not forget to share my video and give a like. Till then, thank you and goodbye.